Hey everybody, Yankee here. The other day I got an email from a viewer and they asked me, hey Yank, would you do a video series where you take the major handgun manufacturers around today and tell us what you think is the best handgun they currently make and what is the worst handgun they currently make? And as I read that, I thought, that's kind of a good idea for a video series. I'm glad I thought of it. So today I'm going to do just that. And I'm going to start with Ruger, and I'm going to start with what I think is the best handgun that Ruger currently makes. Now, when it comes to deciding what is the best gun that Ruger currently makes, well, it's not that easy. It's kind of hard. Ruger makes a lot of nice guns. They make a lot of nice semi-automatic guns, polymer guns. They make a lot of nice revolvers. In fact, I think revolvers is where they really shine. Especially with like single action revolvers, Vaqueros and the like. Ruger is really out ahead of most of the other companies when it comes to making quality single action revolvers. But still, I didn't choose one of those as the best gun Ruger makes. In fact, I almost went with one of their semi-autos. I almost went with the Ruger LCP because it is an amazing gun. A lot of people who weren't around when this gun really first came on the market don't understand how much this gun actually changed the market. People loved this gun. They were like, wow, this gun is so little and so easy to carry. It's like a Kel-Tec, except it works. It actually goes bang when you want it to, in the way you want it to. It doesn't just blow up in your hand and self-disassemble. So this gun was considered to be a marvel. And it was a darling of people who didn't want to carry big, bulky guns. And like I said, it had a huge impact on the carry market, and it was a very high-quality gun at a very reasonable price. So I almost said the LCP because of the impact it had on the carry market, but I decided to go with a different gun that had kind of a similar impact. It kind of revolutionized a whole genre of the carry market, and that is the Ruger LCR series, especially the LCRX, because I like having that exposed hammer. Now, the LCR series guns, they were amazing, and they were some of the first guns to successfully, combine polymer in a revolver to bring some of the more modern features into the revolver carry world. And they were very successful. And I think the Ruger LCR, especially the LCRX, is partially responsible for more people carrying revolvers now than I think ever has carried revolvers. Because back in revolvers' heyday, most people didn't carry. And nowadays, way more people carry, and lately, there's been a resurgence in revolver carry. And I think the Ruger LCR and LCRX have a lot to do with that because they were such modernized, hip little revolvers, and everyone loved them. They're easy to carry, and that little rolling block trigger on it, such a nice trigger. So it's a great functioning gun. They look good. They've got modern technology, so they kind of just revolutionized the revolver carry game, or at least they had a big effect on it. So I'm going to say the best gun Ruger makes today is their Ruger LCR, specifically the LCRX. All right, now we're to the worst gun that Ruger actually makes today. And this is also kind of hard because there's a lot of guns Ruger makes that are just great, but there's a lot of them also that people just don't like. Some people do not like their polymer guns. Now, that doesn't mean they're bad guns, just I think some people don't like the way they do it, the way they design their polymer guns. I hear some people don't like the security guns. Some people don't like the American series. And I hope some people do like them, and I hope they are relatively good because that's what I actually sent out as TYMP guns this month. So there's going to be some people getting those, 4 people, very soon. So I at least hope those people will like them. I know they are decent quality guns. But like I said, some people don't like Ruger's polymer guns. At least they're bigger ones. Some people don't like the 5.7. They think it's a cheap knockoff of some other guns out there because the 5.7 is very popular right now. I actually think the Ruger 5.7 is better than the FN 5.7. So I'm not one of the people that hates on the 5.7. So it's definitely not the worst gun I think Ruger makes. The worst gun Ruger makes, in my opinion, isn't one of their polymer guns. It's going back to revolvers again, where they usually shine. And I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. But in my opinion, the worst gun that Ruger makes is the Ruger SP-101. This is their little 5-shot revolver. It's like their version of a J-frame. The only thing is, it's kind of big. It's kind of thick. It's kind of heavy. You can get 5 shots of 357 Magnum in one, but you can also go over to Smith & Wesson and get a gun that is only like 60% of the weight at the very most. Actually, it's like 60% lighter. It's like 40% of the weight. And it has same number of rounds in the same caliber. And it's a smaller platform. And if you want all metal like the SP-101, they have the Model 60. That is actually a better gun, smaller gun, same number of rounds, takes the same caliber, and same everything pretty much, and it's even a little cheaper and a little better made. So the SP-101 just misses the mark for the niche that it's supposed to fill. It's too big to fill that niche. And since the Ruger LCR series came around and the LCRX, it really doesn't fill any niche now because they got another gun that does that. I think the SP-101 is still around for people who want to carry a Ruger, they want to carry a small revolver, and they want it to be all steel. And I think that's the only niche it really fills nowadays, and that's a very tiny niche. So when it comes to the SP-101, it's a good quality gun, and if you carry this gun, you're carrying a really good gun. It's just that the competition is so much better. It can be cheaper, it can have more rounds like the Colts. About the same price, have more rounds. The Kimbers, just a little bit more expensive, have more rounds, and overall a much better gun. So they just missed the mark. That's all there is to it with the SP-101s. It's not that they're bad, it's just they're bad at being what they're supposed to be because everyone else does that better. So the SP-101 kind of falls down, and that makes it, in my opinion, the worst gun that Ruger currently makes. So there's what I think. What do you think? Do you agree with my choices for Ruger, for their best gun and their worst gun? Let me know in the comment section below. I look forward to hearing your opinions.